we hiked out of Golden Gate Canyon State Park. I can't even remember the name of that thing. So we hiked out from the shelter, came back down. It was an easy hike. And now the plan that we came up with is we're going into Boulder because we're pretty close right now, and maybe try to find like a campsite with showers tonight because a couple days camping is definitely needed. But we really wanted to check out Boulder and get some coffee and then kind of figure it out. It's Sunday, so all the hiking trails were really busy. Like today on the way back down, we were constantly having to stop and pull over to let other hikers go through. So by Monday, it should be a little bit more enjoyable to be out on the trails. We found a spot to park and then spent some time walking around downtown Boulder, but we were pretty hungry at this point, so we found a spot for breakfast. Whenever we hike out, we are super hungry and ready for real hot food and real coffee. So we enjoyed that meal, but then we noticed that down the street they actually had the area shut down for some sort of a fall festival, so we headed over there to check it out. After walking around the festival for a while, we had to head back to the car because all the parking was metered and we were starting to run out of time. And we also had to figure out where we were going to stay that night. So Patrick did some research on his phone and we found out that the Best Western in Boulder is actually a very good deal. So we decided to stay there. We were walking around Boulder and Patrick decided to look up a hotel. And we figured the Best Western here actually looks really nice. It's the nicest Best Western I've ever seen. And it has a hot tub and a sauna, so they kind of got us. So we get to sleep in a bed tonight and get a shower. Oh, nice. Wow. Beats the Super 8 motel.
Doesn't have the prostitute smell.
Yeah. Let's see what our view is. How do you get out of here?
We got
a building.
Condos.
We can cook on the balcony though.
Yeah.
That'll be helpful.
Definitely.
Here. Good.
The other side you're not seeing much anyway.
No. You
got coffee.
Ooh, coffee maker? That's good. Just left the door open. Okay. Shower time?
Shower time.
When we're on a camping trip and we get to stay in a hotel for a night, there's a few chores that we need to get done just to keep the trip moving smoothly and to make sure that we have enough clean clothes to make it through the rest of the trip. Okay, so the first thing that we do when we get to a hotel after a couple nights of camping is clean ourselves. And then the second thing that we do is clean our clothes. Especially since it's still pretty early in the trip, we don't want to get a bunch of dirty clothes so far. So I threw everything in the tub. Usually I just do this in the sink, but there were too many. Threw everything in the tub, added soap, hot water, and then I'm just going to do a few times of moving it around. And then the key to get this to work really well is to rinse. To rinse and rinse and rinse. All right.
What are you doing?
We have a rinse cycle. Okay, the water turns a lovely shade of brown.
Oh wow.
So the next part of the process, after I wring them out really well, I roll them up into a dry towel and then squeeze out as much water as I can get, because then it'll dry faster.
Twist it off.
Adult beverage time. Vacation.
Vacation. We got 4 of them.
So I have a whole yellow pepper, a whole red pepper, an entire onion that I sauteed in here with my little mini olive oil. So then I'm going to throw that in, just so that we can get some actual vegetables while we're in the mainland. There we go. And then I'll throw the condensed soup on top of that. And the water, and then I got a can of chicken, which is really nice because then you have protein that you don't have to worry about refrigerating. Some extra water. And chicken. Alright, so the chicken and soup is all done, and then I'm just going to pour that over the peppers and onions. See how much is actually going to fit in the bowls. But I think this is a really helpful money-saving thing when you have all your backpacking gear, because it's at least going to save us, like, I would say $40 for going out to dinner.
At least, especially at this hour, probably 60. Then Uber or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one bad thing. This hotel's a really good deal, but it's not like good walking distance to downtown. So, I mean, it included breakfast, and we're going to go hit up the hot tub after dinner. So I think that definitely made it worth it. What was it, $115?
119, yep.
119. So that's not too bad. It's just, I'm glad we walked around earlier, because otherwise we'd have to Uber over there.
Hotels tonight, 119.
Alright. Dinner is served. The highlight of this hotel is the beautiful pool and hot tub area. It was really the main reason why we booked it. This and breakfast. So we headed downstairs to check off the fourth thing on our list, which was getting some time swimming and relaxing. Good morning. All of our stuff has dried really, really well. Just overnight. One of the benefits of staying in a desert. Yep. All dry. Okay. Time to go to breakfast. Let's see if he's awake. Are you ready for breakfast? You don't look ready.
Those two things are awesome for travel, especially if you're on the fly. Really helps. Highly recommended. iPad Pro.
After breakfast, I spent a few hours on the iPad trying to figure out where we were going to go. And this was one of the more difficult days. We wanted to head up toward Rocky Mountain National Park, but the campgrounds up there were totally booked. So I started looking at some county areas, and I ended up calling this place called Hermit's Hollow Campground. And since it was closer than 24 hours to the day that we were going to stay that night, I wasn't able to make a reservation online, so the woman that I spoke with said just drive up there and hopefully they will have some open campsites when you get there.